Thursday, May 25th, market analysis, Stan Ehrlich. This is going to be pretty short today because I need to attack some other things here. Stock market indexes and futures. As you know, I've basically been a little bit bearish for the last month or even 2 months as I saw overbought conditions and some bearish engulfing sell signals not necessarily working very well, but we did break out to the downside about a week ago. We came down probably over half of my minimum downside objective expectation. The low of a correction, I think, is going to finish in the next 2 to 4 weeks. And that would be for the E-mini around 4,900 to 4,800, this yellow zone. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. And I think we're well on our way. We got oversold. We bounced a little bit. That's fine. 2.5 days. Hit a little resistance on the way up yesterday. Today, boom, down. So I'm looking for new lows in the next couple of days. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4, getting down into the support area. Now, that kind of commentary exists for the other indexes as well. And I see on my 1-minute chart on the E-mini, the ES June futures contract. Of course, it's just a different number, but it acts exactly the same as the micro mini, E-mini. So there's nothing different here as far as the way the market is moving. Heading south again. Next, same kind of commentary for the spider, but it's not open during the same hours. And you do have to take in a little consideration that it gapped down today. Gaps are almost always closed. And here is the short-term chart, 10-minute chart on the spider, trying to close the gap, not quite successful at the moment. We got the QQQ. It also has that short trading time frame of 6:30 California time to 1 o'clock. Small gap to close like the spider, but getting back probably to the resistance level and stopping in this ballpark. And then I'm expecting new lows maybe for the whole day soon. Next is the Qs on a 5-minute chart. Next, got the NASDAQ. Basically same commentary, short term, small support area, bounced out of it, came back up into some minor resistance. It didn't all get to what I thought it was going to get to. And then starting to work its way lower today, looking for in the next few days, new lows. And in the next 3 to 4 weeks, finally getting down on the NASDAQ futures contract, June futures to 16,500-ish, 400-ish, 16,400, 16,200, maybe. Next, NASDAQ June, looking for obviously maybe bearish formations on an intraday, inside the day trading range. Well, the little tiny head and shoulder top right there. Neckline didn't work as far as the neckline is concerned quite right. Came up a little bit too much, but problem here, dropped off. Very tiny. Looks like it took less than an hour, 1:45 in the morning until 3:40, 2 hours. Okay. Russell, same story. Russell, daily data. Outside down day. June futures contract. That's it. I think everything's going to head south. This one actually has a bearish engulfing. Now, it's not overbought, so it didn't turn red. That's all I needed to make it turn red, but I didn't get it. I hope it comes out as good as some of these other reversals. There's a triple. There's a clustering example within 3 weeks or so. We got 3 bearish engulfings. The last one, the highest high, turned out to be the Whopper. Next, bonds, new lows, helping the indexes work a little lower. I'm not super bearish on bonds. I think we're getting close to a major turn back up again. Notes, same commentary. Crude, not too sure about the comments here. Something could be developing. I'll talk about in greater detail in the next couple of days if it starts to pan out a little bit better, which means it's going to start slipping down somewhat. Natural gas. I think I had some bad data yesterday that looked obviously very bad, and that's been corrected. I can't do that. The Ninja has to do that. Their data feed company has to do that. So it looks like it's been done. And now new lows. Slightly bearish, not a lot. Natural gas coming down, zigzagging its way down slowly, I think. Gold. And let me get you current. Here we go. Currently up on the day a little bit. We do have an outside higher at the moment trading range. This is important. We were overbought 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. If gold closes below yesterday's close, we will have a red bearish engulfing sell signal today in gold. Hasn't happened yet. All it's got to do is drop about $4. We might see it for tomorrow or later today. Next, silver does not have the lower low yet, is a little stronger relatively speaking, but could also have a bearish engulfing red. It would be red like that, and like that, and like that top. Hopefully not like that, because that one didn't work. We'll see what happens. I'd love to see some red here and for it to work really well. Next chart. Here's one that worked nicely in platinum several days ago. It looks like the 19th, which would be last Friday. Big next day down, big next day down, modest day down, and today we're bouncing. And we even could have a bullish engulfing if it gets strong enough. That would turn it green. That would be a buy signal in support. I don't expect it, but I can't help it if it does happen. And that would look a lot like this one way over here. And that one worked really great. So, hey, a chance, but it hasn't happened yet. Copper won't quit. New highs. Blow off top, I think. Looking for sell signals. Haven't got it yet. I'm waiting. Soybeans and the rest of the grains. Double bottom formation, and yep, we got it on Friday, an outside up day and it's oversold condition in a support area. Some of my favorite combinations. Today is really the first down day, and we're high and last right now, almost back to higher on the day. So today we may have had the correction and we're going to see new highs very soon. I'd love that. We got the second low on a double bottom formation in a very profound, longer term, huge support area. This could start a move way back up again to 14, 1350. Yeah. I don't see why not. Next chart, going to be soybean oil. Maybe a big head and shoulder bottom. This is almost 2 years in forming. That's the shoulder, establishing the beginning of a support area. The head is supposed to make new lows. It did. I got a buy signal during, but not at the lowest low, unfortunately, the bottom formation. And we got a buy signal in soybeans. I thought we had one the last couple of days. I'm going to step back for a moment and figure this out. What I do like is the timing, the price level, the giant formation potential, and this could be incredibly bullish. I doubt that. It's such a big formation. I'm not fond of such big formations. Next. In a broad support area, we did get a bullish engulfing buy signal in soybean meal. Perfect. It's the lowest low. We've just seen yesterday the highest high since that buy signal. Got overbought. Deserves a little correction. Looks like we're having a minor one now. I don't think it's going to dip much. I like the long side of meal. Big support held. Bullish engulfing smack at the bottom of the break, which is what I built the strategy for. Picking turning points like that one. They don't happen every day. So next chart, corn. Yep, we got the bottom of the corn market to the exact day. That was on February 27th, this year, of course. Now, we haven't made the higher high so far, but it looks like it's trying to do so very, very soon. We're back up to slightly higher in the day. I like what I see. Looking for a follow-through rally. Nice. Good. Wheat. We got the bottom. Outside up day, twins. Right next to each other. Two bullish engulfings. And we have, for the 3 days now, made new highs since that bottom signal. Now we're overbought. Now we're at resistance. Now we deserve a correction. Maybe back down to 591. That looks about right. It could be a little bit more than that. 575. I'm going to call it 91 to 75 in the next few days and then new high ground. Now, it could go up a little first, but because we're overbought and at resistance, we're going to have a correction pretty quickly. I'm going to go to cattle, and we're trying to have a bullish engulfing, but we're nowhere near oversold. So the oversold condition lasted for a long time, and finally we turned around. No signals, unfortunately. Last green buy signal worked out pretty darn good. There's a sell signal on the exact high day. There's a sell signal that turned out pretty nice for a whole week, pretty good break. And there's another sell signal that turned out very nice. Hogs. Sell signal on top, the exact high. And look at this, crash today. So the rally carried a little further than I would have liked, but I can still tell you that we picked the top of the market. That's what the strategy is built for. Significant turning points, minor turning points, and maybe major turning points, but you don't know those until somewhat after the fact. So you have to get into the trade when you're supposed to get into the trade and see what happens. And that is just not seeing what happens. Remember, we always have a trailing stop. And I'm going to leave you with this report today. Pretty short, only about 13 minutes or so. But I got stuff. I'm going to skip the New York markets. We'll talk about them tomorrow, Friday. Have a great day. Profitable trading to you.